Haha. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Okay, well, of course, now that I turn it off, turn it back on, it's not going to do what I want it to do. Whatever. There. Really wish this thing would have fixed itself. Oh well, what do you do? Technology. So I'm going to finish grooming up this horse. I think we're going to lund her for a little bit. Just kind of gauge how she's feeling. When I pulled up, she was just getting up from a nap. This horse loves to sleep. She has since forever. So when I went to go put her halter on, she very much was moving on the slower side of life. I don't think I've ever gotten to discuss it. But last year, about this time actually, she's got a muscle calcification back here. And you can feel the difference. Obviously, right now, how she's standing isn't helping. Yep, back up. Put some weight on it. Yeah. This side over here is definitely tighter than the right side over here. Don't kick me. On top of that, excuse you, when we went for that diagnosis last spring, wow, it's really been a minute. When we went for that diagnosis last spring, they ended up taking x-rays of her, I want to say it was her left front, but it could have been her right front. And they saw some things on her x-ray that they didn't quite like of that foot. If you're wondering why I pick her feet like this, I do the same with stir fry. My back cannot take holding up their foot. And personally, they would rather I pick it out that way anyways. That said, the farrier can hold the foot and do the stuff and things. Anyways, they found some stuff on the x-ray that they didn't quite like. They said it was very mild at that point. But to just kind of monitor and watch out for it. Lo and behold, about 2 months after that x-ray diagnosis, well, diagnosis in general, my life got uprooted, so therefore their life got uprooted. And so the farrier that we had could no longer work on her. It doesn't help that her back end is not even remotely conformational. Her legs aren't even conformational to her body. Yeah, I know. Her legs ain't even conformational to her body type, in my opinion. But she's otherwise a really good horse. She's just a little flawed. But, we make do with what we've got. But they called it a muscle calcification back here on the side. He said it's from injury, be it a kick injury or conformational potentially. I'm thinking it's more conformational, but I'm not ruling out the kicks by any means because she's got little horse syndrome. If you know, you know. That said, she does have days where she gets up on the sore side. And I don't want to say shoes help, but shoes kind of do help her, but for a different reason. Obviously, we're just coming out of winter here. It snows anywhere from 4 to 8 months out of the year, depending on the year. Yeah, it does. Last year, I think we got our first stuck snow. I think by December. And as of now, it's mostly gone, so that said, it can still snow tonight for all we know. It was snowing yesterday, for cripe's sakes. It didn't stay, but it was doing it. Yeah, it's a little sloppy in here yet. So we're not going to be able to do a whole lot in here. I hear it in the ground. Hopefully you can see it when she walks by the camera. Her back feet are definitely more inward than I would like, but they are tracking a little bit better. That said, she is taking a slightly shorter step with especially this left leg here, but technically with both of them. And a lot of that has to do with that muscle soreness back in here. You don't have to trot, but whoa. Whoa. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but when we go this way, she does like to cut the circle. Now, I would typically trot her, but this ground is just not as good. I hear it squishing. I see it squishing. I don't want to tear it up. I think what we're going to do today is saddle her and walk her. Because as much as it's nice to lunge, I never underestimate the power of lunging. These tight circles are just probably not good for this back end here, much less joints in general. Alright, because this thing isn't working the way I want it to, I'm going to go continue this ride and I'll come back when we're done. Well, we just got back from our little ride. Honestly, she didn't do too bad. Once we got her trotting, she should loosen up a little bit more. So anyway, super proud of her. Last time, which, like I said, was probably closer to 8 years ago, we had a not so good experience on the side of the road. And it wasn't even a busy highway like this one could be classified as. We had somebody in a lifted truck decide to be a dingbat. And they honked their horn, revved their engine. To say this thing went up and I almost went over is an understatement. So every ride we do is confidence building for not only me, but her. And she is the only horse I've ever had that experience on. Stir Fry has not once ever given a single flying on the side of the road. Semis, concrete mixers, you name it, Stir Fry's never cared. This thing, obviously, she's got a reason to care. So But I'm going to go ahead, untack her, get her fed, and get her back out, and then swap horses. But overall, super impressed, super thrilled with how she did today, and definitely using it as a building ride. But we'll catch you in our next video.